Have you called a realtor recently to see a home and they won't open the door for you until you sign some paperwork? Well, the real estate industry has changed. I am Amanda Cialoni, the broker of Seashore Realty LLC in Panama City Beach, Florida. And I'm going to explain the changes that have taken place across the nation since August 17th of 2024. It all started with some lawsuits involving antitrust. As part of the national settlement, it was agreed that buyer agent compensation may no longer be posted in the MLS for all of the agents to see. Each buyer now negotiates with their own realtor on how much their agent is going to be compensated based on the services that they provide. This has to be negotiated prior to the agent working with you. It could be an hourly rate with an upfront retainer, or it could be a flat fee, or it could be an agreed upon percentage of the sales price of the property paid at closing. This varies by company, and every company sets their own rates. So first, before you look at homes, you will interview agents and hire one agent to work with you. Keep in mind that a listing agent also negotiates a rate of compensation with the seller. This is negotiated based on the services the listing agent provides to the seller in marketing their home and negotiating a contract for them. In some cases, the seller agrees to compensate both the listing agent and the buyer's agent at closing. In other cases, the seller is only willing to pay the realtor who is representing them, and they expect the buyer to pay out of pocket for their agent. This could be an additional closing cost for the buyer. Of course, this may limit the number of buyers who would be interested in that particular home, because many buyers will opt for the homes where the seller is willing to pay all or some of the buyer's agent compensation. So what does all of this mean to you if you are looking to buy a home now? Well, first of all, you'll have to choose which realtor you prefer to work with and sign a compensation agreement with them before touring homes. Realtors are no longer allowed to hop in the car and meet you at a property until an agreement is signed. We as realtors face steep fines and possibly removal from the MLS if we don't adhere to these rules. So it is important. A common misconception is that it will save the buyer money if they just go to the listing agent. But remember that the listing agent is being paid by the seller for certain services on the seller's behalf. As a buyer, you will need different services that the agent will also charge separately for. For example, you'll probably want to know how much other homes in the neighborhood have sold for, and how the home that you're interested in compares to the recent sales, so that you know what to offer. You will need someone to negotiate the offer with the terms that are acceptable to you. You may need direction in obtaining financing, or with inspections or appraisals or surveys. You'll want someone to coordinate with the title company or attorney to ensure a smooth closing. These are additional services that the listing agent will charge separately for if you want them to also work with you as the buyer. So even the listing agent will ask you to sign a buyer compensation agreement prior to seeing the home. If you're not quite ready to commit to a realtor, you can always attend open houses to see some houses until you're ready to hire your realtor. This may be a good way to find a person who you click with if you're not sure which one you want to hire. After you select a realtor you want to work with, it's very important that you call that person with all of your real estate questions and when scheduling showings. They become your go-to source, and only sign up with one realtor or you may be obligated to paying more than one commission. Buying a home is normally the largest purchase anyone makes in their lifetime. Hiring a knowledgeable agent who listens to what you want, guides you through the entire process, and who has time to answer your questions and tour homes when your schedule allows is very important. Seashore Realty has professional, well-educated realtors who provide excellent customer service to their customers. If you have more questions about navigating real estate sales or purchase, Seashore Realty is happy to help. Our office number is 850-235-4444, and our website is SeashoreRealtyLLC.com. We would love to hear from you.